No more state income tax. Mississippi makes history with a new law that could change your paycheck and cut costs at the grocery store. What it means for your wallet.
Gear up, go up, and get prepared. MSU students get hands-on with first responders. Prepare-A-Thon takes emergency readiness to new heights right here on campus. Those stories and more coming up on Take 30 News. Good evening, Bulldogs, and thanks for tuning in to Take 30 News. I'm Mercy Rain.
And I'm Thomas Hunt.
Mississippi is officially doing away with its individual income tax. Governor Tate Reeves signed what he's calling historic legislation this morning at the governor's mansion. The bill, known as the Build Up Mississippi Act, will phase out the state income tax completely by the year 2030. It also lowers the grocery tax from 7% to 5%. Governor Reeves says the move puts Mississippi in an elite group of states that no longer have income tax, calling it a transformation he's fought for since his days as lieutenant governor. The new law builds on a 2020 bill that was the largest tax cut in state history, returning $500 million to taxpayers.
I believe in a simple idea that government should take less so that you can keep more. That our people should be rewarded for hard work, not punished, and that Mississippi has the potential to be a magnet for opportunity, a magnet for investment, and a magnet for talent.
Can leaders say this change will make Mississippi more competitive for economic growth?
A Macon man is facing multiple charges after a traffic stop in Starkville turned into a foot chase. Starkville police say they pulled over 19-year-old Kendrick Smith early Sunday near South Montgomery and University Drive. Officers were investigating a modified firearm when Smith ran from the scene. After he was detained and placed in a patrol car, Smith escaped again, this time trying to free another suspect from a separate vehicle. He was quickly caught and taken back into custody. Smith now faces 9 charges, including possession of a machine gun, conversion device, 2 counts of escape, disorderly conduct, marijuana, and alcohol possession, and several traffic violations. He remains in the Oktibbeha County Jail, awaiting a court date.
In Starkville, all 3 Democratic candidates for mayor took the stage tonight for a community forum hosted by the Starkville Daily News. Current Mayor Lynn Spruill, former Fire Chief Charles Yarbrough, and teacher Brenna Brettsfield answered questions on issues like infrastructure, public safety, zoning, and economic growth. The candidates shared differing views on how to balance expansion with preserving Starkville's character, address traffic and road conditions, and enhance police funding and camera networks. Voters also heard plans on business development and how to bring family-friendly entertainment to the city. Party primaries are set for April 1st with the general election on June 3rd. Students at Mississippi State University had the chance to meet first responders and learn how to prepare for emergencies during this year's Prepare-A-Thon. Our reporter Natalie Robertson was on campus for the event and got a bird's eye view of the action.
I'm here at the Prepare-A-Thon event at Mississippi State University. We have first responders here and so many opportunities for students to be prepared for inclement weather or first responder events. I'm going up right now on ladder 1.
It's all part of Prepare-A-Thon, an annual event that helps MSU students know how to respond to real-world emergencies. This year's theme, building an emergency kit.
So the Prepare-A-Thon this year, our theme is building a kit for emergencies. So we want the students to be prepared for any type of emergency that they may come across. So we partnered with agencies at the state and local level that respond to different types of disasters and emergencies here on campus to teach the students about how to do first aid, CPR, how to build a kit. We've got weather radios that we're handing out. So we want them to learn about monitoring weather and knowing what's going on around them and how to respond to the types of disasters and emergencies that we have here.
The interactive event allowed students to get hands-on experience with the first responders who protect their community and campus.
We had MedStat EMS, we had Starkville Fire, we had a few others. But with Starkville Fire, they're out here talking about what they do. They're letting people try on the bunker gear, getting a really close-up look at some of their equipment, even getting into the ladder truck and going up in the bucket.
Right now we're at about 60 feet. We're going to go up to about 95 feet.
Whether it's storms or medical emergencies, the goal is the same: keep Mississippi State students informed and safe. For Take 30 News, I'm Natalie Robertson.
Resources are always available at Mississippi State's Office of Emergency Management. You can find more information about resources and future events at emergency.msstate.edu. Mixing gaming and sports, we will learn after the break how MSU Esports is leveling up with some new renovations.
Also, we will hear how our humble town of Starkville may be the best around.
Farming can be a tough way to make a living. Weather, pricing pressures, and unpredictable swings in demand can take a toll, not only on farmers' finances, but on their mental health, as well as that of family members and farm workers. That's why Mississippi State University is spearheading a program to train extension agents to detect the signs of depression, substance abuse, and other stress-related challenges. Everyone has a bad day, of course, but this holistic view of a farmer's circumstances enables MSU representatives to recognize the difference between routine struggles and deeper, more serious issues. It may be a tough conversation, but the sooner it gets started, the sooner farmers can get help to better manage stress and continue the important work of growing the products our world needs. Caring for farms and farmers. Mississippi State University.
Fortnite, Shovel Knight, Smite, Lakers in 5. What I just did there was mix sports and video games, and that is exactly what MSU Esports does as well.
Take 30's William McCurry stopped by their newly renovated facility and hopefully walked away with a victory royale.
Baseball, basketball, and football are considered the premier sports at a collegiate level, but one of the fastest growing sports in the world has a home at Mississippi State University with a newly renovated lab for the players.
About a year and a half ago, we did get this space in Butler Hall, which is incredible, where we have 10 full-scale gaming setups with Alienware PCs that our players can compete on, as well as just our general members can play on for fun as well. And of course, this summer we had these glass walls put in and that big sign behind me, the acoustic foam paneling, and a lot of cool stuff that makes it feel a lot more like home and like an enclosed space to compete and play.
While Mississippi State's baseball team had recent major success in 2021, MSU Esports has some hardware of their own showcased in their lab.
In the last year especially, we've won a couple of trophies, including the 7th annual Esports Egg Bowl that we've won. So that's a huge achievement for us. We love to beat our rivals, Ole Miss, more than anything. But that's not the only trophy we've won. Our Valorant team also won their division in the NECC, which is a nationwide collegiate league.
MSU Esports provides a community for many students, but it also allows them to let out a different side of themselves.
A lot of people played high school sports, but when it got to college, that skill bump is so high, and a lot of people are left feeling that competitive hole, and esports, I believe, does fill that hole quite well.
The membership for MSU Esports has doubled since 2022, and they look to continue growing with new collaborations. Reporting locally, William McCurry, Take 30 News.
For more information about MSU Esports, go to discord.gg/esportsmsu.
Mississippi State Sigma Phi Epsilon fraternity hosted Greek Mass in their very own backyard at their fraternity house during the third week of Lent. The event was open to everyone, with Father Tristan from St. Joseph's Catholic Church providing the message. For many students, it was their first time experiencing a Catholic Mass. Elijah Goulet, the organizer of this event, explained how much it meant to him to have a Mass at his very own fraternity house.
Like the church says, go out, make disciples of the world. And the world starts, here in SigEp. That's kind of my mindset. And so that this is kind of, in my way of not making disciples, but, pushing the agenda of Jesus forward. It's just, I don't know, I've been praying a lot about it, and it's just been making me like really emotional thinking about like how Jesus has been in this house.
For more information, visit stjosephstarkville.org and MS State SigEp on Instagram.
Our small town is making big moves. Starkville has been recognized as one of the best small towns of the South by USA Today. And I got to take a look at what makes this small town so special. Starkville received the #1 spot as Small Town of the South last year after making the 10 best of USA Today, and has been nominated again this year as a potential contender. Paige Hunt, the director of tourism in Starkville, explained this voting process and what sets Starkville apart.
What's really interesting about this program that USA Today does is that it's a nomination and then a voting process. So it's a little of both. So the way they nominate folks is a group of travel writers come together and talk about all the different towns they've been to, and they nominate. And so I think we got nominated because people just love Starkville, right? I mean, it's a wonderful small town, but with Mississippi State University also being here, we have so many amenities that communities that are comparable in size maybe don't have, because they don't also have a great Southeastern Conference university.
There are many towns that have been nominated for this achievement, but Starkville residents believe that this town deserves to come out on top.
Just love the university and the atmosphere, and I work downtown, and so just how everyone is one big family, honestly. Everybody's so friendly, and just the atmosphere of the town itself. I just love that, and all the events that we have downtown or just like in the Cotton District, it all just makes everyone come together.
Voting has officially closed for this category, and we're still awaiting results, but for now you can check 10best.usatoday.com for more updates. The winner of Best Small Town of the South will be announced tonight, and we wish our sweet town of Starkville the best of luck.
It has been a very cloudy day.
But Emmett Rice will hopefully brighten our day with the weather after the break.
At Mississippi State University, student-led teams are taking one of the country's biggest health issues to heart. Out to unravel one of science's unsolved mysteries, researchers in MSU's Department of Agriculture and Biological Engineering are asking why and when healthy cells in human arteries can begin changing into bone-like structures that hamper blood flow. This calcification contributes to strokes and heart attacks, two leading causes of death in Mississippi. As part of their groundbreaking research, students are designing a 3D model that allows them to understand how arteries act within the body and what changes them. By recreating what is happening at the cellular level, researchers are pursuing ways to stop and reverse the process of calcification. Testing treatments could lead to new solutions, helping reduce the number of people struggling with the effects of poor heart health, and ultimately saving lives. Mississippi State University, getting to the heart of better health for Mississippians.
And that cloud coverage is certainly starting to build up. As you can see over here, we got that campus cam for State. Current conditions right now are at 79 degrees with that dew point pretty low at around 55. But we're taking a look right now with those temperatures all throughout northeast Mississippi. We're seeing upper 70s here in Starkville, 80 over in Houston, 80 in Eupora, 81 in Ackerman, 79 in Louisville. And those temperatures will start to decline come around 8 p.m. where we're going to see 73 degrees. And then by 10 p.m. we're down to a nice 69 degrees for our evening later tonight. Now those low temperatures will start to get all the way down to 60 degrees. Not too cool, right? It's pretty a warmer night to say the least. 59 over in Calhoun City, 61 in Winona. Now for tomorrow, we're warming up to the upper 70s, mid 70s here in Starkville, over 74 over in Houston, 75 in Calhoun City, and 75 over in Macon. Now I want to talk about these weather headlines we got coming up. So Saturday, we're going to be seeing some showers, but Sunday we are seeing an enhanced threat level 3. So that is the potential for severe storms that could produce tornadoes, that could produce hail. So I'll be talking about that here in a second, but showers into next week as well, with our sunset for this weekend being around 7:11 p.m. Now to track those showers out for you for Saturday, we're going to start seeing some rainfall around 7 a.m., but then it's really isolated around 8 a.m., right? So we're seeing more rainfall over in Coffeyville and Starkville as well, but then we're widespread throughout majority of the early afternoon. 11 a.m., we're seeing some more showers here in Starkville. Now over north, we're seeing near Pontotoc, we're seeing those showers really intensify as well. Now we might get a break around 12 p.m., but the showers continue throughout majority of the afternoon, going into 2 p.m. as well. We might see a little break over on the western half of Starkville and some parts over in Ackerman and Eupora, but those showers do continue to progress throughout the day, and they're not really looking to clear up till about later tonight. As you can see, 9 p.m. we're bringing in some more heavy rainfall, and it's going to continue till about 1 a.m. later tomorrow. We're going to clear out for tomorrow, or for Sunday, excuse me, but for Sunday night we're seeing a enhanced threat for Sunday night going into Monday. Now we're seeing an inch and a quarter for that rainfall, but then we're having a beautiful week and rain showers or showers coming back into next week.
Coming up, we take a look at another week of baseball for state, a very moving weekend for softball, and a glance at some NFL hopes for former Bulldogs. All that and more when we come back.
When it comes to making the world a better place, it's all in the numbers at Mississippi State University. Our big data science researchers are creating astonishing new algorithms to model human behavior and consumer activity to identify anomalous purchasing patterns. Interpreting the data creates heat maps that can signal fraudulent activity and even predict likely cybercrime locations and perpetrators. And as the only academic institution to team with a state-level DHS agency in the study of transactional data of the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, MSU is helping prevent misuse while ensuring that benefits are being used as intended. These successes are opening doors for similar research partnerships with banking, insurance, credit card, and other data-intensive industries, leading to consumer confidence in online and other transactions. Making numbers count. Mississippi State University. Discovery. It tells our history and determines our future. At Mississippi State University, we're digging deep, unlocking an understanding of our past, validating it. Middle East exploration by faculty and students is uncovering evidence that unravels ancient mysteries. Scholars have long thought of the biblical kings David and Solomon as mythological figures. Our research offers evidence that supports their existence, boosting MSU into an international league of experts on archaeology. Now we're changing the way people think about the past, opening up new possibilities of understanding for future generations. Digging deeper, learning more.
Welcome to Take 30 Sports. I'm Gavin Zawada. Saturday marks a meaningful event for softball teams across the SEC. All for Alex Day, a tribute to a former Mississippi State softball player who tragically passed away. Chloe Carter has more on this special event.
This Saturday marks the SEC annual All for Alex Day, a day and game dedicated to honoring the life and legacy of the beloved former Mississippi State player who lost her life to ovarian cancer. What started off as a small tribute in Starkville, Mississippi, has grown into a Southeastern Conference-wide event, now recognized as a part of a larger movement to fight ovarian cancer. Wilcox was known for her resilience both on and off the field. Her energy and passion for the game left an unforgettable mark on Mississippi State's softball program, but her courage during her battle with ovarian cancer has inspired countless others.
If I had treatment, I would go to treatment, and then as long as I felt okay, I would go to practice. And it was just kind of difficult at first, seeing how sick I was going to be and then going to practice. But after I got done with treatment, all I wanted to do was be out there with my team.
In June of 2018, Alex lost her battle with ovarian cancer, but her legacy lives on forever. The SEC sets aside one game day of the year for all teams to remember the life of Alex Wilcox. This Saturday marks All for Alex Day, where the MSU softball team, along with many others, will wear teal jerseys, and the first 500 fans will receive teal bats in tribute to a player, teammate, and a fighter whose spirit will never be forgotten. This is Chloe Carter with Take 30 News.
What a great way to remember Alex, and a great gesture of respect from everyone in the SEC. Although Mississippi State struggled on the road at Oklahoma, Bulldog pitcher Pico Kohn delivered one of the best performances of his career. The left-hander shut down the Sooners in Friday's 2-1 win, earning SEC Pitcher of the Week honors. Kohn threw 6 scoreless innings, allowing just 2 hits and striking out 10, including 8 in a row. Now 4-0 with a 2.52 ERA, Kohn has become a Mississippi State's ace on Friday nights. Tonight, we'll see if he can keep up the momentum as the Bulldogs face number 8 LSU, with Pico taking the mound once again. Bulldogs baseball has been busy this past week, playing 2 games against Samford and LSU. State was able to pick up a win on Tuesday against Samford, but fell short to the Bayou Bengals last night after taking a lead early. The Tigers propelled themselves to a win with a 5-run 5th inning. LSU would never look back and win 8-6. The team will look to move on from the loss tonight against LSU before closing out the series on Saturday. Yesterday marked opening day for the MLB season, and the Diamond Dogs saw plenty of representation on many MLB rosters. The Bulldogs had 11 alumni on opening day rosters, including Brandon Woodruff, Brent Rooker, and Hunter Renfroe. Jordan Westberg had an explosive day, knocking in a home run and collecting another hit. The 2024 All-Star will look to continue his climb up the MLB ranks in Baltimore. Mississippi State football may be in off-season mode, but for several former Bulldogs, the work is far from over. Thursday's Pro Day brought NFL scouts to Starkville, giving players one last chance to show what they can do before next month's drafts. Ashland Knight shows us how some familiar faces are trying to make the jump to the next level.
Mississippi State football may have ended the 2024 season on a low note, but some former Bulldogs are still working to keep their NFL dreams alive. 11 players took part in MSU's annual Pro Day on Thursday, including center Ethan Miner, who transferred in for his final year. Wide receiver Kelly Akari also drew scouts' attention despite dealing with injuries during his lone season in Starkville. After topping 1,000 yards at UTEP in 2023, he flashed his deep threat potential on film.
Explosiveness. I'm very explosive when I'm getting off the ball, down the field, big playmaking, and it's all over my film.
Just having different coaches, you're able to be versatile in your learning, and learning different defenses, learning how different head coaches operate. You're able to just go out and play fast and play physical.
The list of Pro Day participants also included linebacker J.P. Purvis, who spent 6 seasons in maroon and white. He says his journey through coaching changes and adversity made him stronger. MSU has had at least one player drafted in 15 straight years. The 2025 draft kicks off April 24th. I can't wait to see how the Bulldogs progress this year. Mercy and Thomas, back to you.
After the break, we'll get one last look at weather.
And a special event that happened here on campus.
As concern grows over the declining health of the world's oceans, veterinary students at Mississippi State are learning how to rescue and rehabilitate vulnerable marine animals. Through a unique partnership between the College of Veterinary Medicine and the Institute of Marine Mammal Studies in Gulfport, Mississippi, students are experiencing the chance of a lifetime. Real-time research of this fragile ecosystem prepares students for a future in providing care for sick and stranded dolphins, turtles, sea lions, and other marine species. At the same time, MSU's advanced diagnostic technology is helping innovate for solutions while improving treatment and outcomes. Not only are the waters of the Gulf Coast opening new worlds of discovery for Mississippi State veterinary students, they are much safer now, thanks to this game-changing partnership that's improving life for literally hundreds of aquatic animals.
A little extra chromosome and a whole lot of joy.
Mississippi State students celebrated World Down Syndrome Day with dancing, socks, and smiles. Access student and Take 30's Addie Swan has more from the celebration.
It was a party with a purpose on the campus of Mississippi State University as students with and without disabilities came together to celebrate World Down Syndrome Day.
As long as I've been here, which is 4 years,
This is the first time that we've actually had a party to celebrate and to really kind of spotlight National Down Syndrome Day.
The dance party was hosted by Mississippi State University Access Program, which supports students with intellectuals and developmental disabilities as they work to get towards a full college experience. Typically, people wear bright or mismatched socks to celebrate the day.
You know, partly there's a young man who made a business out of making fun, silly socks and selling them, and he actually has Down syndrome himself. So I will show you, I wore my silly socks today, and these are from his company, and I don't know if you can see on it, but it says 3 and then a heart and then 2, 1.
People with Down syndrome have an extra copy of chromosome 21, which is why the day is celebrated on March the 21st.
We're celebrating the extra chromosome and the fact that they're extra awesome all at one time.
A day of dancing, laughter, and inclusion right here in Starkville, where every student has a place to share. For Take 30 News, I'm Addie Swan.
Such a fun way to celebrate inclusion and spread awareness. And our reporter Abby Swan is a part of the Access program here at MSU. Now let's take a last look at weather.
Yeah, well, you can see that Campus Cam is very cloudy, and those current conditions are right now around 79 degrees, upper 70s for Starkville, Mississippi. Now, remember, those temperatures are going to start to drop around 8 p.m., and then by 10 p.m. we'll be down into the upper 60s. But to take a look at what we got for this 7-day, we've got a really wet Sunday night, and then Monday morning we'll be feeling those showers. And then we're seeing, again, a warm week ahead of us. But then Wednesday and Thursday, those showers will return.
I'll tell you what, guys, just as it's beginning to get hotter, I'm wishing it was a little bit cooler. What about y'all?
I'm enjoying the weather.
I'm ready for some sunshine, for sure.
Yeah, ready for some sunshine.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we really appreciate you joining us today and hope you've enjoyed it as well. We can't wait to hear from you guys next week. Stay tuned.
Thank you.